They launched a national development plan.
That is a very useless one. Who launched it?
How will you run to an enemy? How will you even
Are
run?
you saying Buhari is the enemy?
Buhari is nothing but an enemy. Buhari has just made himself an enemy to the nation.
Buhari means iya, suffering.
That's in Yoruba language.
Generally now,
You are borrowing to the extent that even if they send Nigeria now, Nigerian net worth is not up to 50 trillion naira.
The whole eastern governors, southeastern governors, should I name them? Enugu state governor, another state governor, Imo state governor, Abia state governor, Ebonyi state governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
it is not a question of whether he chooses to do. It's not a question of whether he can do it. The constitution is very clear on it. That the welfare of Nigerians and the security of Nigerians shall be the primary purpose of governance. So if Mr. President is not forthcoming in giving us this, it means he has failed. I'm not expecting much from him. Because for somebody who has spent better part of his administration and we are still battling insecurity like this, it shows that he has done his best. And it shows that his best is not good enough to salvage the situation. In as much as we are looking at post-Buhari era, he equally behaved on Buhari to protect Nigerians. So we continue demanding that it's incumbent on him to protect life and property. So we continue demanding that he protect life and property. Even because the way it stands, Mr. President has no excuse to protect Nigerians. Because almost every time he needed fund to do it, National Assembly have always approved it. What could be more than National Assembly or the three chairs of government giving federal government the leverage to withdraw $1 billion from SS Crew? This money that is supposed to be meant for the three chairs of government. Buhari means iya, suffering.
That's in Yoruba language.
Generally now,
You are borrowing to the extent that even if they send Nigeria now, Nigerian net worth is not up to 50 trillion naira.
The whole eastern governors, southeastern governors, should I name them? Enugu state governor, another state governor, Imo state governor, Abia state governor, Ebonyi state governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
They launched a national development plan.
That is a very useless one. Who launched it? The likes of Buhari launched a national development plan. You see, for barely 6 years, over 6 years, he has been within the corridor of power. His only interest lies on how to empower his own native people, his own Fulani men, to overrun the Nigerian state. Have you not heard? How can you, from here, from Lagos to Owerri, there is no locomotive, there is no railway that comes there. But the man is building railway to link up with Chad, Benin Republic. And you have not just asked your question, is this man truly a Nigerian president? Or Benin Republic president? Or the support to bring that have been alleged?
Amechi, the minister of transport. That's the South.
Amechi is just a rubber stamp. You see, these are just saboteurs. You understand his antecedents. So it's not a surprise that he was just seeking for relevance to remain within the corridor of power after the tenure of his governorship elapsed. After his 8 years, so he wanted to remain relevant. So that's why he resorted to become, of course, a slave to the supposed caliphate. So otherwise, they don't put him there as a figurative head. He carry his strategy. He's just an errand boy. So as an errand boy, you have no choice of your own. Even when you may have better advice to give, it is not binding on your masters. So that is the fundamental issue. How could you leave the wishes of Nigeria? How could you leave the Nigerian territory and you are extending such economic facility to a total stranger, while your people are languishing in abject poverty, in such level of economic regression and obsession is very unacceptable. So, and as much as this continue, how could a system depend wholly on borrowing? And what
Buhari means iya, suffering.
That's in Yoruba language.
Generally now.
You are borrowing to the extent that even if they sell Nigeria now, Nigerian net worth is not up to 50 trillion naira.
The whole eastern governors, southeastern governors, should I name them? Enugu state governor, another state governor, Imo state governor, Abia state governor, every state governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
How will you run to an enemy? How will you
Are
even
you
run?
saying Buhari is the enemy?
Buhari is nothing but an enemy. Buhari has just made himself an enemy to the nation. He has just made himself an enemy to show. I don't know about you, but he has just made himself an enemy to the entire citizen of Nigeria. Are you getting me? He has made himself an enemy. So you cannot tell me that you, as a manufacturer, you are running to Buhari. You are nothing but running to an enemy.
He has the office of president.
Even if he has the office of the president, but he has failed that leadership. He has dented that leadership. The leadership is no more there. The respect. What do you mean by? What is the quality of a good leader, Mr. Christian? In social studies, you were told that one of the qualities of a good leader is to rule by example. Is that not what you were taught? How many times has he been ruling by example? People, the manufacturers that are running to him, they are nothing but running to an enemy. It's just like you are fighting with somebody and you are trying to go to your enemy to complain. Are you getting me? It's just like you now, you are having an issue in Igbo land, you are trying to run to Maiduguri to complain to the Boko Haram people. So, whether you like it or not, the masses are the ones that are going to bear the burden. Because the prices of goods, the prices of so many things are going to be shifted to the general masses. And they are the ones that will suffer it. Them themselves, they are not opportunity. Do you know that most of these ministers, most of these governors, most of these presidents, they don't have the time to go to market and get something. They don't buy anything. Everything they need, everything they want is there for them. So they don't know what you and I are passing through. They don't know what you and I are going through. The danger of not even having what to eat in the country is one of the biggest problems you are having. And now, the manufacturers that are running to you, telling you that this is what is going to happen. Just for them, a country where the government cannot put a quota, a measurement quota in terms of the price measure. My brother, there is only left for the whole masses, the whole citizen of that particular country to suffer.
Buhari means suffering.
That's in Yoruba language.
Generally now.
You are borrowing to the extent that even if they sell Nigeria now, Nigerian net worth is not up to 50 trillion naira.
The whole eastern governors, southeastern governors, should I name them? Enugu state governor, another state governor, Imo state governor, Abia state governor, every state governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Masari, the governor of Katsina State, has bought gun for the indigenous people of that state. To do what? Self-defense. To defend themselves by themselves, because the police and the military are not doing enough. Igbo governors, they always form themselves, a new leaves, as if they are newly married women. They want the federal government to pamper them. Oh, my child. Look, after the establishment of Ebubagu was not doing enough, and it seemed that Ebubagu was highly politicized, which was why ESN come out, the forest guard in Igbo land. And you can see they are doing marvelously well. And this Buhari federal government is not happy about it, because for a very long time now, we've not received the news that 500 were killed in Anambra or 700 killed in Ebonyi. ESN is doing well, and it's not going well with the federal government.
We still have Ebube Agu in that place.
What is?
We still have Ebube Agu.
Ebubagu is politicized. Let me tell you.
So they're not
the way Ebubagu is not doing well. Ebubagu are, these people initiated it, the governors. The governors are not in favor of it because they believe that ESN is an affiliation of the IPOB. They believe that Nnamdi Kanu is behind ESN. The whole eastern governors, southeastern governor, should I name them? Enugu state governor, another state governor, Imo state governor, Abia state governor, every state governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are very, very happy, absolutely happy of the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in the DSS facilities. in confinement, an enemy of their brothers. Yes, they are number one Cain we have in the southeast. Cain and Abel, Nnamdi Kanu, Abel, Cain, Anambra State Governor, Imo State Governor, Abia State Governor, Ebonyi and Enugu. They are Cain. They are not their brother's keeper. They are not their brother's keepers.
Are you talking about Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes, Nnamdi Kanu is our big brother. Nnamdi Kanu is our big leader. Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that is recognized in Igbo land that is doing the needful. If not for Nnamdi Kanu, I know that my family would have migrated from Anambra State to Lagos State. Ask me why. Lagos State is much, much secure. But you can see what is happening in the southeastern Nigeria. ESN is securing Igbo land with such audacity and prerogative because nobody will match the firepower of the ESN. I didn't understand. So Buhari is happy that they are using stick and Abawal also, Eboka, to secure Bauchi and Borno, which is why you see how many that have been kidnapping in Borno State the other day. How many were killed? How many were kidnapped? In Zamfara, killings continue. Do you know that in Katsina State, the governor Masari, he's doing the needful. It's a take-up gun. Anyone you lay your hand upon. If you lay your hand on Ebu, there's this Ebu we use in those days. We use the decay part of the plantain leaf or plantain plant. The decayed. Do you understand part? You use it like that.
The powder.
Thank you. No, it's not powder. Ebu is not powder.
No,
you
the
cut
decayed part of that plantain white.
Thank you. The decayed part is just look like this in Chaosa, that house. So it's very tight. You just go and cut to a bamboo tree. With this thing, where you, oh man, my childhood is full of adventuring. I had an adventurous childhood. And that is the Ebu they are using against men with bomb, with rocket launcher. The hand of federal government has hand in this. Let us not be telling us, see, it's not good to be romancing the truth. The truth is not to be romanced. In this our advanced society, if you see truth, tell it. Say the truth. Only uncage the truth. Let the whole world hear.
They launched a national development plan.
That is a very useless one. Who launched it?
How will you run to an enemy? How will you even run?
Saying Buhari is the enemy?
Buhari is nothing but an enemy. Buhari has just made himself an enemy to the nation.
Buhari means suffering.
That's in Yoruba language.
Generally now.
You are borrowing to the extent that even if they send Nigeria now, Nigerian net worth is not up to 50 trillion naira.
The whole eastern governors, southeastern governors, should I name them? Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governor, Imo State Governor, Abia State Governor, Ebonyi State Governor are enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.